Abdurrahman from Palestinian School in Doha. I'm going to explain your English lesson today. Please follow with me. Now let's start our lesson. Let me start with the following two questions. Number 1. How many brothers do you have? Give me some of your answers. For example, you might answer, I have one brother, or I have two brothers, or I have no brothers. Okay, now let's move to the next question. How many sisters do you have? Your answers might be, I have no sisters, or I have one sister, or I have 3 sisters, or even I have 5 sisters. Now, to know more, let's listen to the following audio.
Track 18, Unit 2, Period 5 and Period 6, Language Presentation. 1 brother, 2 sisters, 3 cousins, 4 aunts, 5 uncles.
Now, as you can notice, our new words are the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today we are going to use these words. Now let's do activity number 1 in our lesson. Let's use the new words 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete the sentences of our friends below. We will ask them about their families and they will answer. To complete their answers, please listen and write in the spaces.
Track 19, Unit 2, Period 5, Activity 1. Listen and write. 1.
I have 3 brothers.
2.
I have 5 cousins.
3.
I have 2 sisters.
4.
I have 1 aunt.
5.
I have 4 uncles.
Now, let's check your answers. Listen, please, again.
Track 19, Unit 2, Period 5, Activity 1. Listen and write. 1.
I have 3 brothers.
2.
I have 5 cousins.
3.
I have 2 sisters.
4.
I have 1 aunt.
5.
I have 4 uncles.
Very good. So let's read the sentences again. Number 1, I have 3 brothers. Number 2, I have 5 cousins. Number 3, I have 2 sisters. Number 4, I have 1 aunt. Number 5, I have 4 uncles. Excellent, my students. Now, please listen to the following questions and try to answer them about yourself.
Track 20, Unit 2, Period 5, Activity 2. Listen and say. 1.
How many brothers do you have?
2.
How many cousins do you have?
3.
How many sisters do you have?
4.
How many aunts do you have?
5.
How many uncles do you have?
Well done. Now, please try to work in pairs with your brother, sister, or a friend to ask and answer questions about your families. For example, you can ask, how many cousins do you have? And one of the answers might be, I have 5 cousins. You also can ask more questions. For example, how many sisters do you have? How many brothers do you have? How many aunts do you have? How many uncles do you have? And get your answers. Thank you. Activity number 1 in this period is very easy and very simple. You have to match the numbers with the words. Take 2 minutes to do it. Now, let's check your answers. Number 1. Now, number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. Very good. Don't forget to write these words in your notebook to revise them. In our next activity, we have the new words 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are going to use them to write sentences about the families in the pictures. For example, look at number 1. In this picture, you can see the word below, and it is brothers. Okay, so how many brothers do you have? I have 2 brothers. Very good. Try to do the same with the rest of the pictures. Take 5 minutes to write the sentences. Now, let's check your answers. Number 2. Look at picture 2. How many cousins do you have? I have 4 cousins. Very good. Now, number 3. How many uncles do you have? I have 1 uncle. Number 4. How many aunts do you have? I have 3 aunts. Number 5. How many sisters do you have? I have 5 sisters. Check your answers and don't forget to write correctly. Very good. Now, in activity number 3, we have 2 sentences. Let's read them first of all. I have one sister and two brothers. I have 5 cousins. Now, your homework is to copy these 2 sentences in your copybook 3 times within 4 lines. Don't forget to write neatly and correctly. Thank you. Now, my students, we have play time. You can take a picture of your family and show it to your brother or sister. Then ask them some questions about your family. For example, you can point anyone in the picture and ask, who is he or who is she? He is or she is. For example, my aunt, my uncle. He is a doctor, she is a nurse. Please try to play it with one of your brothers or sisters. Now, the last part of our lesson for today is your homework. And your homework for today is to write and answer the following questions. The questions are: how many brothers do you have? How many sisters do you have? How many cousins do you have? How many uncles do you have? And how many aunts do you have? Don't forget to answer these questions full and correct answers. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you understood everything. See you soon.